What's good? Yeah, JP Tokoto. I'm actually surprised because I don't know what the ratings are going to be until I work out the formulas and all of that. So I was actually surprised at how high I ended up rating JP Tokoto. Everybody knows he's a ridiculous athlete, which is most of the reason why he got 14 badges. But what a lot of people don't know, probably if you don't watch North Carolina, if you didn't watch them play, is that he's more than likely the best, pretty much the best perimeter defender the team has. And if you really watch him, I think he's probably one of the best perimeter defenders in the nation. This dude is a good athlete, good 6'6" height, and he enjoys and embraces locking down on defense. And that's the reason why I think he's going to be definitely successful in the NBA, because of the athleticism and his ability and willingness to defend. So that's how I ended up getting a 74, based off of those two traits. Thing about it is he doesn't shoot well from the outside. Shoots very well from close to the basket. Close to the basket, I mean, let me just explain to you how efficient he is close to the basket. He made 76.3% of his shots at the rim. So layups, dunks, whatever it is, when he gets to the rim, he puts it in. Thing about it is only 22.4% of his shots came at the rim. So the thing with JP Tokoto as a defender is you got to keep him outside of the paint. You got to make him shoot jump shots, because if you let him get to the basket, yeah, it's going to be one. And so I think that's pretty accurate. Didn't turn the ball over a lot. Played, like I said, played very good defense. So he got good ratings there. Man, I mean, this is one of the highest ratings I gave anybody yet. And I can only back it up by just the numbers. I mean, the numbers pretty good, and the athleticism is unquestioned. So we'll see what goes on, how high anybody else ends up getting rated. But because you know how like Gerald and he can go to the basket like crazy. Well, JP Tokoto can go to the basket similar to the way Gerald Green can, but he just can't shoot. So it's going to be interesting to see how, if you play for JP Tokoto, yeah. Joseph Young from Oregon, 22 years old, senior, gave him 5 badges, 3 of them bronze, 1 silver. You see he got volume shooter, the corner specialist, limitless range, microwave, and made him expressive. His attributes is he got a 67 overall, which is not too bad. He's a little bit of a what you would call a tweener, because he's 6'2", which is too short really for the shooting guard position. But Joseph Young can score, can really put the ball in the basket. So I had to make sure that we gave him a little bit of some credit for that. This past season, he averaged 20.7 points a game, shot 44% from the field, shot 36% from three-point range, 93% from the line. So when he gets to the line, he takes advantage of his opportunity and puts it in. I thought the render came out pretty decent for Joe. You can see the height here, the 6'2", 178. I paid a lot of attention, if you guys couldn't tell, to the accessories aspect of this. Try to make sure I hooked that up pretty good. And even the jump shot form, try to hook that up too. I like his jump shot form. I think this is going to be one that I'm able to shoot pretty well. I was talking about that with my son, with Franchise Play Junior. I was telling him, we were talking about like the players who had the best or the easiest free throw motions, and we were both talking about Paul George and some other guys who had really good shot forms, easy to remember or easy to master. And I think Joseph Young, the one I gave him, would probably qualify. Not a extremely springy athlete, so I didn't give him much except for that. We always got to give him a one-hand dunk, so I don't know how I forgot to do that. So we got to give him that. So there we go with that. That is Joseph Young.
That's what he's at for.
Myles Turner from Texas, 6'11", 242 pounds. I gave him a 67 overall. Myles Turner he's an odd prospect because he's a really good shot blocker. But on offense, I think he does his best work away from the basket. Shot the three decently. I think he probably shot a little bit too much. I think that drove down his percentage, and was a reason why I couldn't really give him as high a ratings in the 3-point in regards to 3-pointers as I might have. I kind of thought it was going to be a little bit higher than it was, but once I started looking at the numbers, I'm like, well, he didn't shoot as good from three as I expected. But he is 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. Shot only 27% from three. I think he took some bad shots from there, just personally. 6 badges, got the screen outlet, because he is still good with the pick and pop. Tenacious rebounder, and he got eraser and defensive anchor. High work ethic, and the laid back personality badge. So let's take a look at Myles Turner. Decent render, even though you kind of handicapped a little bit because they don't let you do the tapers or the fades at all. So this is the best we can come up with for the kid here. Go up to 6'11", 242, and let's look at some of his signature stuff. The three, he has that. I gave him the Paul George, but he has the set shot. Not a very athletic guy at all. But he's big and long and pretty skilled. So I definitely think he's gonna have a decent career. He's a shot blocker, a big shot blocker. So that, if you mix that in with the fact that he's able to knock down the jump shot, I think you got a pretty interesting prospect. He's gonna be a lottery pick for sure. This is Myles Turner getting it in.